Hi, I'm Kevin from the Northwest New Jersey Beekeepers Association and the Beekeepers Corner podcast. I did an alcohol wash to check and see what the mite load is in this hive right here, and found it to be a little bit high and above the threshold. It's July and August time period for us here in New Jersey, which means for us we want to make sure we control the mites so that our bees will generate enough generations of bees going into winter that they'll be healthy and be able to overwinter. Now you should check your mites all the time, but especially in July and August for us in this region, it's important to make sure that we keep those mite loads down. Now what I'm going to do is do an ApiGuard treatment. I read the instructions on this and I know that the box is fresh. I checked the date. I'm just going to quick smoke them. I've got a little bit of cardboard here. I'm going to lay that on top of the frames. I have this device which is called an emery shim. I'm going to put it between the two boxes. That's going to leave the space for the tray to sit underneath the frames from the box on above. Now today it's about 75-80 degrees, and looked at the forecast for the next number of days to make sure that it's not going to be excessively hot, because you don't want to do this treatment in a time frame where it's going to gas out real hard. It'll be difficult on the bees. It could potentially damage the larvae and even the queen. So let's get to work here. I'm going to prop this box open. I'm going to give it a little bit of smoke, and I'm going to insert this ApiGuard tin. So let me get started with this. I have my top cover off, sitting alongside. I'm going to put a little smoke in the hive, just to let them know I'm coming. And I'm going in between these two boxes, so I'm just going to pop this one up and give a puff or two of smoke. Should mask any alarm that's going to happen. I have some ants on the inner cover here, but everything's okay. Pop this box off, put it alongside. Clear my tray area. This ApiGuard works in two ways, as my understanding. One is that it's going to gas out when it gets hot inside the hive, and the other is that the bees are going to walk through it. And transfer it around the hive. I always like to use this device and put a shim in here. And this leaves room for the tray to be underneath the box that's going to be above it. The instructions for ApiGuard call for a 10-day treatment, and then you'll go in and put your second tray in, and you'll do an additional 10 days. So 10 days from now, I'll come back in and put another box in the hive. And that's it. It's not very complicated.